All right, the second half beginning in just a moment.
Looking at the game Bazemore's been having, he's got 16 points, and those 4 3-pointers he's hit have helped him too.
Well, they'd be in a much different position in this game if he wasn't burying those long balls.
Millsap at power forward with Horford at center. Teague out there with Kent Bazemore, and it's Carroll in at the 3. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Rajon Rondo returning to action in mid-January of 2014, a little less than a year after his ACL tear. And Steve, he looked pretty good.
He did. His shooting percentages were down, but rebounding and passing as well as he ever has. Rondo, I think this year will be much more effective now that he's got some reps back on that knee.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, the Atlanta Hawks, a team that looks to spread the floor with shooting. Coach Mike Budenholzer said, we don't want to just be a three-point shooting team. We want to get to the rim first. By creating that space, we give our guards and our bigs a chance to attack. If the paint is taken away, we'll look for our shooters. Good strategy, Kevin.
Coach Bud coming from San Antonio, Doris. The Hawks trying to create that same kind of spacing.
And Rondo's field goal percentage dipped, but he shot a lot more three-pointers than ever before in his career. Coming off that injury, maybe not looking to drive as much as in the past. He hit that three-point shot at about 29%. I think he's got to get that mark up. If he does, then he could really be lethal.
Here's Bazemore. He's covered by Rondo. Bazemore misses. And the foul on Monte Ellis. That's his first foul.
Terrific defensive play to cut him off and square up.
And he took a shot. Excellent toughness to get in there and make a play. I love that kind of work.
And Rondo trying to add range to his shot. Didn't stay idle while he was getting healthy. Seems he rehabbed his shot while rehabbing his knee. That's now a dozen straight points coming off the
Oh,
ridiculous.
what a move.
Pour it down that time.
I like that they're taking it inside and taking advantage of each opportunity, Clark, to chip away at the deficit.
Yeah, and doing it with the dunk is a major energizer, too. Gets the momentum going.
Yeah, and I think the interior defense, as good a job offensively as we saw. The defensive presence was almost non-existent. They may see this lead disappear if they continue to give up those easy points. And little to no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, that was a tough one right there.
Here's Bazemore. Another three for Atlanta.
Defensively, guys, they just don't seem to be giving the same kind of effort that they were in the first half of the game.
Harris is checked in for Dallas.
Checking in for Dallas, Devin Harris.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half.
You know, the Hawks haven't been an elite team, but they do have the longest active playoff streak in the East. They've been to 7 straight postseasons, and while they haven't advanced very far, I still think there's something to be said for getting to the postseason 7 years in a row.
From deep, another three for Atlanta.
He's just been the man since the start of this quarter. And just a tremendous period of basketball for him.
Here's Parsons. And another basket for Dallas. The Hawks leading by 14. And Bazemore kicks to T. .127 left in the third. And that one's good. Bazemore's.
And if their last 5 makes, all have been from long range.
Yeah, and the defense has not done a good job of pressing in and denying. I mean, they're hanging back, playing on their heels. They're not being the aggressors here, and the offense is taking advantage of it.
Chandler Parsons signing a 3-year, $46 million contract offer with the Mavericks. This past offseason, Clark, everyone expected him to get a nice raise, but he's making max-type money
Sometimes it's a matter of timing, Kevin. The Mavs clearly value him highly, and at the same time, they weaken a division rival, so it's a win-win as far as they're concerned.
On deep. And it's Schroeder missing. Mavericks trailed by 16. Nobody near Parsons. And it's off from three-point range.
More often than not today, those shots have not dropped for him.
And Parsons still pretty young with time to improve, has the size to play some power forward in certain lineups, and a good spot-up three-point shooter, especially from the corners.
Certainly is.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Richard Jefferson, he's checked in for Chandler Parsons. Rex Felton in for Devin Harris.
You got to like his shot selection today. He set a good example for the rest of his teammates.
The Hawks leading by 19 points. The Hawks shooting their first free throws of the game. And he makes the first. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Jefferson looking for his first basket still in this one. Villanueva. They get the rebound. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line.
Well, how about last season? They shot 80% as a team from the free throw line. That's an impressive number.
You know, Kevin, they would love to post a similar percentage again this season. I mean, I think that's safe to say they'd love to shoot free throws as well as they did a year ago.
Here's Schroeder. No good trying to beat the buzzer. Mavericks trailed by 20. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. Monte is the 2 with Parsons playing the small forward. Nowitzki is out there with Stoudemire. And it's Rondo in at the 1 spot. Here's Schroeder. He's covered by Rondo. There's the 3. Schroeder's shot is good. Schroeder's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Hawks. Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Shelvin Mack. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for the Mavericks. The drive by Rondo. Shot no good. Good work defensively by Millsap. The Hawks leading by 23. Bazemore misses. Ellis in the post. Dishes it to Nowitzki. Kicks it out to Ellis. There's the trip. Good.
Yeah, and he had to get that shot off quickly because the defense was all over him.
Yeah, that's the key, Steve, the quick trigger. And he has a and that shot gets blocked.
Count that one.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Second chance shot. In deep. Nowitzki drops it in.
Did you see the defense get caught standing around that time, giving up an easy second chance bucket?
Simply need more of an effort on the boards there, Steve.
They get it again. Here's Bazemore. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Bazemore's got 43 points.
They are wreaking havoc on him with the three-point shot here.
lazy perimeter defense. But you got to take the shooter's airspace away from him.
And the shot is good.
This guy's putting on a clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the centerpiece of their offense.
And Parsons kicks to Ellis. Offensive rebound. Fires the three. Can't get it to go.
Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, he can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
Another three for Atlanta.
And we've seen a few mix-ups defensively out there on the perimeter.
More than a few. I mean, the open looks they've allowed from long range have turned into a lot of points.
To end the run.
Monte
And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. And that's 18 points for Ellis. Here's Bazemore. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. So for the Hawks, Elton Brand's checked in for Millsap. Jenkins comes in for Kent Bazemore. And Max subbed in for Schroeder. Pass to Villanueva. Shoots. Stoudemire trying to break free. Great D that time from Brand. Jenkins with it. Jefferson picks him up. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Devin Harris. That's foul number 2 for him. Well, Clark, the NBA becoming more up-tempo, more wide open over the last decade or so. Last season, the league average pace was the fastest it's been in over 2 decades.
And I think fans and broadcasters enjoy seeing the guys play at that pace. You know, you go back to 2001, allowing zone defenses for the first time in the NBA. In 2003, eliminating 2 hand checks on the perimeter. I think those 2 changes made a significant difference.
And guys, with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who's watched it. I mean, just a total mismatch in a true show of strength for the Hawks.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
Corner shot, and again, it's Atlanta.
Then you think back to basketball around the turn of the century, scoring was grinding down. In fact, back in '99, the league averaged 91 points per game. Last season, it was 101 per game. So I think it's made for a more entertaining game, and from a rating standpoint, the fans agree.
Pulls up on the wing, and Day gets it to go.
They didn't take their time wrapping this game up. They pretty much did it in a hurry.
Yeah, they had a nice spurt to polish this one off.
Outside, Felton. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
And you talk about the more free-flowing style we've seen emerge. I think the league is eager to continue that. The game of basketball is a game of movement and rhythm and spacing. For example, as scoring has gone up, fouls and free throws have declined somewhat over the last couple of years. And I really do believe that's good for the league, good for the game of basketball, because what happens at the pro level often trickles down to college and high school. Reducing those dead ball situations keeps the game moving. It's a game of movement.
Harris outside. Right wing. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Takes the three. Off on that one. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just had one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, these guys played a great all-around basketball game here.
And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long and thanks for joining us as we leave you with the Jordan Player of the Game.